See, it's largely, yes, it is an Ajay Devgn film. It is based on sports, yes. But Ajay sir, personally, he is quite an introvert. I mean, he doesn't get along well with a lot of people, maybe. I don't know. That's probably because of the person that he is.
Yeah.
No matter what, even if I was a replacement, I think when I went on the film, I obviously took it on as my film, and I did it with conviction, and I hope people are happy.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt myself now when I see the films at that time.
Okay.
I sort of feel, why did I do it like that? You know, I could have done it in a better way.
Yeah.
They liked somebody who was very healthy, because they saw them as their
Yeah, it was
person in
relatable.
there.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of the South girls, especially, gave in to
Sure, absolutely.
meeting the beauty standards that are there now.
Yeah.
I have never been told by anybody to get Botox done or fillers done or anything. No.
Hi, Priya Mani.
Hi.
How are you?
Very good. How are you?
All good. We are so happy to finally have you. Like I told you, I was chasing you for a long time now, but thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
So, you know, we're going to talk about Maidaan. It's going to release really soon. You have had another release, you know, a while back, which was Article 370 that went on to do really well. And congratulations to you on the success the film has seen.
Thank you.
You know, as for Maidaan, the film suffered multiple delays, you know, because of there was a pandemic that happened. The VFX took some time. You know, when a film that you're so deeply invested in keeps suffering delays, does that test your patience sometimes?
It does, but I think once you come out of it, it shouldn't matter because, I mean, see, first thing is when you signed on a project, you are part of a project. There could be unforeseen delays, but this was genuine. You know, we had the COVID, and then there was the floods, and all that happened. So because of which there was the delay that happened, but I think we never lost confidence in the film. We never lost our approach. Basically, we said, okay, look, no matter what, the movie is definitely going to come out. Though initially, maybe one of us, I mean, okay, I would be wrong to say if I didn't feel whether the movie would release or not, because this was a time when, see, COVID came in, and then they said they came back with the project.
Right.
Then again the floods happened, and then again there was a further delay. So we were all in doldrums. I'm sure the others were also in doldrums, whether the movie would finish on time, whether we would release it on time, because we had so much of faith in this project. We still do. That it is definitely a good project. The heart is in the right place. The intention is right. Such a story needed to come out to the audience. And I think more than me, I think Ajay sir and the team, in fact, I think they have invested a lot more time. Because I was quite fortunate enough that my portions finished significantly earlier. So I didn't have to, you know, wait till the, as in, how should I put it? Because since my work finished significantly earlier, I was slightly on the okayer side that I could, you know, finish other projects and whichever came my way. But of course, because of COVID, we couldn't do anything. And then, and even when the floods and all came, I think they were affected more.
Yeah, the set was, I think, completely.
I think twice they had to break it down and then redo it and things like that. So my heart literally, it bled for Boni sir, but he's a man who is so positive, and he said, "Jo bhi hai, we will see. Jo bhi hai, we will see to it that the film is finished. We will definitely. The movie will definitely see. It will come out. People will definitely see it." And so, since he was so positive and he didn't lose faith in it, I think that also gave us a reason not to lose hope and lose faith in the project.
So, you know, Maidaan is largely Mr. Ajay Devgn's film. That's how, you know, it is also being touted, this Ajay Devgn's next big film. Does it bother you, Priya Mani, today when, you know, people say, you know, she's just playing the actor's girlfriend, or let's say the wife? Does that, you know, being known as that bother you sometimes?
Not really. But playing the wife also has an important role in the film.
Yeah.
I think that also, I think once people see the film, they'll know, because it's See, it's largely, yes, it is an Ajay Devgn film. It is based on sports, yes. But as a family also there's a background with the family as well as to what all sacrifices the family has made to see to it that Rahim Saab's his dreams and wishes have come true or they're fulfilled, and the dynamics between the husband and the wife. So all that factors are also a part of the film. So it really doesn't bother me because there is something significant for the wife also to play.
Yes. Ajay sir is known to be quite an introvert. Was it difficult breaking the ice with him on set?
No, not really. I think, yes, we didn't interact much, but with whatever interaction, the little interaction that we did, I think he is so knowledgeable, he's so brilliant, and half the time we were just talking about the industries, the different industries. He was inquiring a lot about the South and how they worked, and he was inquiring about some particular directors and things like that. But I think the maximum that I've interacted with Ajay sir was a couple of days ago when we went to promote the film on the IPL.
Okay.
So that's the maximum that I've interacted with him, and he's such a fun-loving guy.
But does he come across as intimidating if you don't know him in the initial phase?
Could be.
है ना?
Could be. That's probably because of his persona. He's quite reserved. He's quite to himself. Unless he has his team, and with that he's a different. I mean, I think as is with everybody, you have your people who you are yourself with. But there are some people who probably are, their persona. It could come off as. A person with an attitude or a little standoffish kind of a thing.
A little cold.
Yeah, but they are not exactly like that. Once you know them, you know the person that the person that he is. But Ajay sir, personally, he is quite an introvert. I mean, he doesn't get along well with a lot of people. Maybe I don't know. That's probably because of the person that he is.
Yeah.
But I think it takes time also for him to open up with his friends or whoever he's working with. So when it came to me, rightly as I said, see in the film also, because the situation was quite, the atmosphere and the situation, the conditions, the situation that we were shooting in, basically the scene that required for that day was a little on the serious side and emotional thing and things like that. So there was no room for any of us to crack jokes or, because we didn't want to. Probably none of even the team also didn't want to. Our focus was basically on the scene to see to it that it comes proper, and we execute it as how the director wants it to be. So maybe that's the reason we were all focusing only more on the scene rather than getting to talk to each other and breaking the conversation and making a mood from that scene, from that atmosphere. So maybe that could be the reason, but generally Ajay sir is a sweetheart, no doubt. Rightly as I said, see, once you start talking to him, once you get to know him, he's a completely different person. But that initial thing, so maybe he's an introvert, maybe he won't talk to you, that could probably intimidate you at the start, but then I think once you get to know him, he's a sweetheart.
He is, yeah. Priya Mani, there were reports that initially Kirti Suresh was supposed to, be a part of the film, and then you came on board. I was speaking to your director, Mr. Amit Sharma, like a couple of weeks back, and he said that once we saw Priya Mani in the get-up of this person that she's playing, we felt like she's bang on in terms of the casting. She just looks the part. Now, see, I don't want it to sound wrong, please, but when you know that somebody else was supposed to play the part and then you came on board, does it somewhere make you think, I am the second choice for them? No,
that never hit me before, because see, probably there have been so many films where half of them would have been replacements, could have been replacements. Some of them would have been a direct choice, some of them could have been replacements, but I think, I probably what Amit Sharma said may be the right thing, I don't know, but I mean, when I also did the photo shoot, immediately I could make out from their expressions, they said, हाँ, ये अच्छा है, this is looking nice, this hairstyle is looking nice. So we actually spent a lot of time with the look test, as in terms of the costumes, the colors, the hairstyle, kaisa hona hai, because 50s and 60s was not a time when you could probably straighten your hair.
Right.
You know, you couldn't have a loose hair, open hair. You couldn't style your hair in a lot of ways. Bearing in mind that you're playing a housewife.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very traditional, orthodox kind of a family where you know you're living with a mother-in-law. You have her, you have your kids and everything. And 50s and 60s was not a time where you could experiment with a lot of
True.
you know, looks wise, makeup wise, hair wise, costume wise. So it was what it was, and if they thought that I was the right person, then I think it's their choice, right? We are nobody to say that, oh, I was a replacement, nahi hai, ye hai, wo hai. No matter what, even if I was a replacement, I think when I went on the film, I obviously took it on as my film, and I did it with conviction, and I hope people are happy.
Yeah, yeah. You know, over the years with the kind of interviews that you have given, you know, the one thing that we could all, you know, decipher about you is that you are essentially a very secure person, an actor. Was this always there since the beginning, or, you know, in the initial phase, did you find yourself self-doubting yourself that, oh, I might not be as good as my contemporaries? Did that happen ever?
I don't think with me it has happened. I was fortunate enough to be part of cinemas irrespective of the outcome. I think the cinemas I've been fortunate enough to have worked with brilliant directors right from the start of my career. My very first film was with Bharti Raja sir, who is a legend in his own right. He is such a legendary director in the Tamil industry that all the directors you see now like Mani sir and everybody are all from his school. The second film was with Balu Mahendra sir, who was another legend in his right. So I started off my career with the two biggest of the names in the Tamil industry. And then Telugu I did with Rajmouli sir and
Of course.
Puri Jagannath sir and everything. Malayalam I've done with Ranjit sir, I've done with Vinayan sir, who are equally big in their industries. They're one of the biggest directors, the names you can ever find. I've worked with even Sibi Malayal sir, who's one of the biggest directors. Kannada also I've worked with very, very proficient names, very, very known names. I'm not getting any of the names right now, but there are very big directors that I've worked with. Yogaraj Bhatt sir I've worked with, who's one of the biggest directors in the Kannada industry. Suri sir also. And Hindi also I'm getting to work with a lot of directors. I've worked with Ramu sir, Mani sir also for Ravan, Rohit Shetty, albeit it was just a song, but even then, I can proudly say that I was in a Rohit Shetty film.
Of course.
Then now you see, and so for me, you know, I have never doubted that whether I could have done better, or was I good, or could I have done it better? I mean, I doubt myself now when I see the films at that time.
Okay.
I sort of feel, why did I do it like that? You know, I could have done it in a better way.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to boast about myself saying I'm really good right now, no. But comparing to what I did then to what I'm doing now, I think obviously there is a difference, there is a growth. So when I see myself in those films, I sometimes feel maybe one or two scenes or shots, I do feel that, you know, I could have expressed better, I could have done slightly better. But yes, initially no, because I think I'd given that trust. I trusted my directors that I know for a fact that they would bring out the best in me.
Yeah. So on the contrary, did you ever, like you said, since you worked with such, you know, noteworthy directors so early on in your career, did you ever feel success getting into your head? Never?
Never.
But how? It's a very human tendency, right?
I think I've been surrounded by people who try to keep me grounded. Who keep me grounded, not try. They do keep me grounded, and by that I mean my family, my parents and my husband and everybody. They keep me grounded. They never let success get into my head, because even if it does, then they are there to knock it down and get me back into reality.
How nice. You know, you have openly spoken about, you know, battling body image issues, you know, people calling you out because of your skin color and stuff like that. Even early on, I mean, see, now of course you have matured, you know that these things are all transient. This is just vanity, right? This is going to go away with time. Have you ever felt the need to succumb to these beauty standards? Did you ever find yourself dieting just because you wanted to look a certain way?
Yes.
Yeah, how
but
was
it was
that phase
personal.
like?
Not particularly for the film or anything like that.
Okay.
So I think it was just before Ravan or something. I was
Okay.
I was doing a film in Telugu called Drona.
Yes.
So for that, I don't know, somewhere in me, I just said, I'm just going to go on a diet. It was nothing to do with the film or nothing to do with the thing, or just because I was going to do Ravan. I just said, one fine day when I was shooting, I just told my mother, I just want to go on a diet. So she said, okay. So, and mind you, I hadn't consulted any dietitian. I still haven't, I mean, okay, now we have nutritionists and all that. That's a different thing, but I'd never gone to one. So whatever I felt like at that point of time, I told my mother, no, I want to just go on a diet to see, you know, how my body reacts to certain kind of thing. If I cut out something and I don't cut out something, what will happen, kind of a thing. At that point of time, I remember just having like egg white scrambled with onions and mushrooms, which I still do sometimes. And I just have boiled vegetables in the afternoon. I used to. Nowadays, I have these curated meals which come up with the calorie count and whatever. That's just a story for another time. But yeah, earlier I have done. But not crash dieting.
Yeah.
Not a crash diet. Because I'm one person who I've never gorged on food. I've always eaten what I felt was good enough for my stomach, what fit my stomach.
Yeah.
And yeah, but nowadays everybody is health conscious. Even my parents have become health conscious. That whatever they cook was also very. My mother, whatever she does at home is also very healthy cooking. But taste to hai, but in a healthier way.
Yeah. No, but great that, you know, you did not do it because you wanted to please somebody else.
Yeah.
That's
I wanted
what
to
is
do it for
important.
myself.
Of
Because
course.
I also feel that, see, at the end of the day, it is your personal feeling, right? Now, you want to feel good. You want to look good at the end of the day, right? Because see, obviously now you're in an industry where comparisons are bound to happen. You are bound to be things saying, see your contemporaries,
Yeah.
you know, they are like this, why can't you be like this? It may not be from an audience point of view, but it could be from, say, a family.
Yeah, yeah.
And obviously they mean it in a good way. They're not trying to put you down saying you're looking fat, that person's looking thin.
Yeah.
No. There was one point, obviously the point in time where there are so many girls you see today who are so good, they're so fit, they're so conscious about everything, what they eat, how they look. One point in time, there were very few girls who were probably quite conscious in what they eat and look. And some girls, they used to just be like, yeah, let's just eat whatever. Because there was a point in time in South, people were not that very, I think the audience liked a more healthier.
Sure. I mean, size
they like
zero was
somebody-
never
exactly.
a concept there.
They liked somebody who was very healthy. Because they saw them as their
Yeah, it was
a person in
relatable.
there,
Yeah.
I think it's just off late that, you know, you're getting size zeros and, you know, they're very more figure conscious and very skin conscious. They're going to skin doctors and getting themselves beautified, which is not bad. I'm saying that it's the thing in the industry where it is needed. I mean, if you want to make it big, if you want to do it. I'm not going to say no. Because we've also been part of it where we've seen everything. We've seen right from the time, see, I started off in 2002 when, you know, I don't think a lot of the South girls, especially, gave in to
Sure, absolutely.
meeting the beauty standards that are there now.
Yeah. Have you been told ever, Priya Mani, to get fillers and all of that? These days, you know, actors say, you know, our casting directors told us to get this, get that.
No.
And knowing you, I think you would have shut them down also.
I have never been told by anybody to get Botox done or fillers done or anything. No.
Great.
And even if they want to tell me also, rightly as you said, I'd probably
You'll
tell
shut
them
them
to,
down.
I'd probably tell them to, or I'd just walk out of the door because I don't believe in all that.
Okay, all right. You know, this was an interview.
I don't. I'm not talking about the others, but I do.
Yeah, your personal choice. Okay. You know, you said this in an interview. You said that today people tell me that my choices of films are great. And that's what I want when I eventually decide to quit.
Yeah.
You know, I want them to remember me for the good films, of course, that I've done. Why did you say when I decide to quit? Is that something in your head that you eventually want to put an end to this?
Eventually, you will quit. No, I don't don't think I'll be working till I'm 90,
No, but
80
people,
and 90.
no,
na?
quitting means but voluntarily ki abhi you are telling people that I think I've done enough, I want to now stop.
No, I'm saying when I decide
Okay,
to
okay.
quit, I want people to say that, here goes an actress who's done, her body of work speaks for her. That's what I want people to talk. That is eventually, obviously,
yeah.
eventually you will put a full stop, right? You want,
Yeah.
I don't think you will keep working till you're 80 and 90. I mean, if you do great, well and good. No, I'm not going to say no, but I'm just saying there is a point in time when probably you will say कि बस भाई हो गया मतलब been there done that, you've been doing the same thing for the last 50-60 years, अभी और क्या वही घिसा पिटा, you keep doing the same thing, the same formula. So I'm saying at that point of time, eventually when I decide to.
Right. I spoke to you, this was I think pre-Jawan, and I had told you, what is that one thing that you don't ever want to do, like a deal breaker of sorts for you. And you just told me that, I have a no-kiss clause in my contract.
Yes.
Are you willing to break that if a role requires you to? What if the role is really good?
No, even
No?
then, no.
Okay. Oh, okay. So also Maidaan is releasing, like everybody is talking about, with Bade Miyan, Chote Miyan. The film has Priya Raj, who you have worked with,
You've done 6 films together.
Yes, absolutely. Has there been a conversation with him
regarding
about that both films are coming together and people are calling it out as one of the biggest clashes?
No.
No?
Nothing like that. No, I mean, we've not been in touch for quite a long time, but I wish him well. Obviously, we've worked in 6 films together and almost all have been super hits. I wish him well. I mean, he's doing extremely well for himself. I'm so proud of him. He's taken the Malayalam industry to another level, as in terms of direction as well. And right now, even the Goat Life that he has acted in, I've been hearing a lot of lovely reports about the film. I would like to watch it one day, but hoping soon. But I just wish him all the best, and I cannot wait to see him as the antagonist in the film, because I know for a fact that he would have nailed the role.
Absolutely. Okay. Before we let you go, we'll do a very quick segment with you, and be as quick as you can. Okay. The funniest rumor that you have heard about yourself?
Was long back when, I think this was way in, maybe 2006, 7, 8, that kind. They said that I had married my co-star, or I was in a relationship with my co-star, and both sides of the family, that is his side and my side, they have accepted our relationship, and as a pre-wedding gift, he had gifted me a very expensive car.
My God. Yeah. Okay. What do you think makes you a cut above the rest?
I don't think I'm a cut above the rest. I think I'm still where I am today. I'm very happy with the journey that is there. And I think that is left for the audience to say, the people to say what if they feel that I'm a cut above the rest.
Okay. One contemporary of yours who really inspires you with their choice of work?
I think Nayanthara.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I love her choices of films is great.
Yeah. Okay. This statement that married women don't get to play leads anymore. What would be your comment to that?
It's not true anymore.
Okay. The most bizarre reason for which you were dropped from a film?
I don't think I've been dropped from I've not been dropped from a film.
Okay.
But I've just not been informed that I was part of the film.
Oh.
Yeah.
And was there a bizarre reason for the same? Oh, you don't know?
I still don't know the reason.
All right. Okay, one thing you have discovered, about the following co-stars. Ajay Devgn.
I think once you get to know him, he is a great person.
Okay. Shah Rukh Khan.
Sweetest. I love him. I don't think there's anything that I know of whatever I know of him, he is a darling.
Yeah, okay. Prithvi Raj Sukumaran.
Prithvi, same like Ajay sir. People will think that he is an introvert, and at least before, I'm saying. Right now I don't know because we've not been in touch for a long time. But initially I think people sort of, if you don't know him, they would probably think that he's kind of a snob. Come off as a standoffish. But no, I think once you get to know him, he's actually a nice guy.
Okay, the last one. One word to describe Maidaan.
Maidaan?
Yeah.
It's pure. It's the spirit of the film is tremendous. It's amazing, and I know there are a lot of words, not just one word, but I would say it's a film that has to be told to the audience.
Absolutely. Well, on that note, thank you so much. Good luck
Thank
to you
you.
for Maidaan
Thank
and
you.
everything else that you're going to come up with.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.